Hey, Redeemer Youth, it's Saturday, April 25th. I hope you are all doing well. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a quote that often comes out. I see it cycle back through often. And the quote goes a little something like this uh, You don't have a soul, you are a soul, you have a body. And that quote's often attributed to C.S. Lewis. Uh, we don't have any record of him actually ever saying that, and that's a good thing because that's not a biblical quote. Oftentimes, people want to combat this whole thought that all we are is bodies, and that's true. We're not just bodies, but we're also not just souls. And that's the testimony of Scripture. Genesis 2 makes it clear that when Adam was created, he was the dust of the ground and the breath of life coming together. And there's a technical theological term I'm not going to refer to. It basically, what we are is a union between body and soul, and that's who we are most fundamentally, and that's the testimony of Scripture. And it accounts for why death is so horrific. Death is not the way that things were made to be. We were not made to die, and when we die, our bodies and souls are separated from each other. Our bodies go to the ground, and our souls go to be with God. Um, but that's what the great hope of the resurrection is that God is going to bring our bodies and souls back together, that we're going to be reunited. But rather than being reunited to a sinful body, our bodies are going to be raised to be like Jesus's. They're going to be transformed, and so our perfected soul and our transformed body are going to be reunited and brought together, and we're going to be body and soul forever. That's what 1 Corinthians 15 says. And so that's the great hope of a resurrection that teaches us our bodies are important. Why am I talking about bodies so much? Well, if you're anything like me, you're probably getting to a point where you're missing being around people. We need to be around one another in our bodies. As much as we try to be face to face over Zoom and over FaceTime and over House Party and all of the other different things that we've been doing these past 5 weeks or so, it still doesn't scratch the itch of seeing somebody in their bodies before us. And that's never going to change, no matter what our technological advances are. We're made to be embodied before one another. Our bodies matter. And so I hope this time is leading you to long for being reunited together as the church, that we would be uh, in front of one another in our bodies, enjoying each other and seeing one another again. And so I hope you would reflect a little bit more on this, that your bodies matter. Your bodies matter to the Lord, not just your soul, but your body as well, and what that might mean for your life. And I'd love to hear some thoughts that you have about that. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I miss you very much, and I hope we get to see each other soon. That's all I have for today.